Here we will explain how the survey will be done using the mobile application. Okay, so let me log out and then log in again. I am logging here using the test surveyor, that means the surveyor credentials. After the login, we will get the area screen. Okay, here I will after the login we will get the a screen where we will get the area details like school name, dice code, district and zone. When we will click on the start, we will get the survey year. The survey is being done for which year, it will be shown here. Now the village which is mapped to the dice code for which you are you are user. Just a minute. Yeah, this is the village mapped to the dice code for which you are user, and then the habitation which is tagged from the planning officer user to the dice code, so that the surveyor can do the survey for that habitation. When we click on the habitation, we will get the two options. The first one is the child surveyed, and the second one is the in the bottom right, that is the plus icon. In the child surveyed, we get the all the surveys which have already been done. That means in the household list, all the surveys which have been done, the household detail, and in the children list, the children detail corresponding to the households. Okay, go to the back and click on to the plus icon. Here we will get the here we will have the two steps. The steps one for add household information, and the step two for the add children information. And the firstly we will add the household information, and then we will come to the children information, adding things. In the child add household information, when we click, we will get the first thing, that is the enter household code. We will enter a third digit household code, then name of the household, then the mobile number. Mobile number is not mandatory. We can enter the one mobile number. Then in the male gender, we are entering the male. In the marital status, this is the child, this is the household is married or not. The married, unmarried, currently married, widowed, separated and divorced. Let me select to the current married, and then next, and this is the for religion, what religion the household belongs. Let me select to the Hindu, and then come to the next. This is the social group, the journal, SC, ST and OBC. Let me select to the journal, and then main occupation. In the main occupation, the cultivator, animal husbandry and agriculture, the either the household head of the household is self-employed or other, like. Let me select to the cultivator. Then family is in the BPL or not. If family is under the BPL, then we will have to select the yes. If family is under the APL or any other card holder, in that case we will have to select the no. By default it will be selected to the no. Let me select it to the yes, and then to the next. Now this is the number of the family members who usually live in that household. Here we will have to enter the household, the complete person's detail count for that household. Like suppose a family in a family there is a man, that is the household, and there is a child, there is a girl child, there is one girl child, there is only two members. So we will in this screen we will have to enter the male count and the female count. Okay. Next, in the next, here is the children information. Now who are not the children in that household will not be captured here. The only the children information will be captured on basis of age. Like as I have explained, in this family there is a male who is the head of the household, and there is a child, or female child of 3 to 5 year old. Okay, so we will just enter the one here and we'll click to the next. Here now, this is the migrations detail: out migration, in migration, and the no migration. The out migration means if the family migrated from the native place, right, to the another place. In migration, that means if family is migrated to the state, to the place where the survey is being done. No migration means there is no migration. In the out migration, if we select out migration, we will have to select some options like when did family migrated from the native place. Here we will have to select the month and year. Like family came in the July 2021, right? Family went to the from the native place July 21. When family will return, the family will return or not? Suppose they are not returning, that means this is not defined. Now where did family migrate? Within district or out of the district, within the state, and outside the state. If we select outside the state, then we will have to enter the state as well. But if we are going to select within the district, outside the district, within the state, then we will not select the state. Suppose outside the state, then the outside the state drop down will be enabled. But if we are going to select within the district or within the district within the state, in that case the next option, that is state, union territory from where family migrated, will be disabled. The next option is who migrated with the family: the only adult male, only female, only adult female, or whole family, and like this. Suppose only adult male, and then complete. Yeah, when family will return from the migrated place. This is the mandatory, and this is a tentative date, suppose December 2021. Now complete. As you can see that we are now enabled to add the children information. Okay, as in when we were capturing in the household, when we were capturing the household information, we captured only one child, so we will be able to add the one child here. Like, let me show that child. Now we are capturing the children information, the child information. Here the household code is already filled and it is disabled, so we will have to click on next. The serial number of the child, this is the auto generated and it is also disabled, so we will not do anything. It is automatically generated and will be maintained by itself. And the next, the name of the child, the father name, the mother name. This is not the mandatory, but we can enter or we can skip as we can. We want to do as we have the information actually. In the status of the Aadhaar, there is the three option. Aadhaar is available but not ready to show, or ready for Aadhaar but card is not available, not registered for Aadhaar. Here we are not capturing any Aadhaar number, we are just capturing the status of the Aadhaar, like not entered in the Aadhaar. Like now we are capturing the date of the birth of the child, as when we were capturing the household information, we entered the data with the 3 to 5 year child. So we are just capturing the 3-year-old child. In the certificate we can this is the source of verification of date of birth. Here the options are birth certificate, ration card, mark sheet, any other document, no document, and tentative date. The tentative date is being used, suppose the family don't have exact date of birth. In that case, the surveyor will have to enter a date like 1st of April 2020, yeah, 2019, 1st of April of the year, and then he will select, he will simply select, the surveyor will simply select tentative date. Okay. Now the gender of the child, as we mentioned that as a female in the household information, so we are keeping this as a female. In the next, the marital status, if the child is below 10-year-old, then this status, marital status will automatically be disabled. But if the child is more than 10-year-old, then it will be, the option will be enabled, and surveyor will have to select the option, the never married, married, widowed, and the same as we have in the household information. Now the next is the, does the child have the disability certificate? If the child is disabled, we will have to select the no, we will have to select the yes, and in case of yes, the next option will be enabled. Here we will have to select what type of disability the child have, like this. Let me accept this as a blindness, and to the next, this is the child functioning. Child functioning is something like this is not under the disability, but it is something like the functioning problem, like communication understanding. Communication understanding, maybe the child is not difficult in the communication understanding, or maybe the child is difficult and cannot at all. If he is completely not able to communicate, in that case cannot at all, we will have to select. And if he is have difficulty but can do, in that case yes, difficulty. But if the child has no difficulty, in that case no difficulty. By default no difficulty is selected in the making friend, like yes, difficulty, and we will go to the next. Now, is the child engaged in the work? Now, is the child is engaged in the work? If child is engaged in the some other work during the last 30 days, we will select to the yes, and we will have to select any option from out of these four. Right? Let me select to the no, and then this is the main screen. We will have to understand how it is work. Here is the status of out of school child. If child is currently enrolled in AWC and primary classes, then we will select one or two option. If child is currently enrolled in the schools and attending regularly, in the third option. The fourth option, child enrolled is in school but has not attended school continuously during last 1 month. Fourth option. In the fifth option, child currently enrolled in school and not attending regularly. The sixth option, child currently enrolled in school but never attended school. The seventh option is dropped out. If the child have been dropped out the school, in that case we will have to select the seventh option. The eighth option is never enrolled, and never enrolled. In the never enrolled, if the child never enrolled in the school, in that case we will select the never enrolled. On basis of the selection of these options, the other options will be enabled and disabled. So suppose the child was never enrolled, we have selected the child is never enrolled. In that case, the currently enrolled in class, currently enrolled in institution, and dropped out class, these three options have been disabled. Now let me enable to the dropped out option. In the dropped out class have been enabled, right? But and currently enrolled in institute and currently enrolled in class is disabled. Now let me select to the currently enrolled in AWC. In that case, the currently enrolled in class is enabled, currently enrolled in institution is enabled, but dropped out is disabled. Okay, so what the status of the child is, we will have to select, and on basis of that the further options will be enabled and disabled on basis of the selection of the education status. Suppose I have selected the never enrolled. In the never enrolled, we are selecting the child, why the child was not enrolled. The first reason for not being in the school in that case maybe child is too young to go to school, yeah, or maybe the second option is like now. This screen is relevant when user will select the child currently enrolled. In that case the user will have to enter if child is travel outside the school or not, and if travel, so what is the mode of the transport and how many distance the child have to cover. But as we have selected the child is dropped never enrolled, in that case we will have not to do anything and just click on to the next button. And then this is the child status. This is a multiple selection, and here child there are 11 options, and user will have to surveyor will have to select on basis of the data which he is gathered from the parent and the household. Suppose single orphan, single child parent, right? To the next, here if a child is not attending or dropped out the school, was the impact of because of the COVID-19? If yes, the child will have to select the option. If no, he will have to select the no option and click to the next. Now this is the planning of the child. Here if the child here we are going to plan the child, as child was 3 to 5 year age group, and he can be and she can be planned to the AWC or primary school. So only AWC and primary schools options are enabled. These options will be enabled on basis of the child age, and here I have selected a WC school. Next, the duration of special training program. If we are going to select the any option in the strategy of mainstreaming of OSC, which is the special training program, in that case we will the duration for special training program option will be enabled, and we will have to select the option here. Now complete. As you can see here, a child have been captured with the 100 child serial number, and name is child test demo video. And here the add new child button have been disabled, because in the household information it was mentioned there is only one child, and one child have been captured. Okay, let me show how it work. I go to the household information and just editing the details. Now in this I just updated the male, 2 male, 1 female. Okay, now there is also one child, 6 to 10 year age group, and now click to the complete. Right, we have captured the one child detail, but even now the button add child information have been captured, and using this we can capture the second child information. Right, now let me come to the again to the information page and do this one. Next, do this 0. Next, complete. Now the text child button have been add child button have been disabled. Now we are going to submit the survey. I have clicked on the submit button, and now the message have been shown that thank you, your data have been submitted, and on click of that submit, the data have been submitted. Here we can understand here let me explain one thing, like if you are in the network connectivity, that means the internet connection is on, the survey will be submitted to the server directly, and will be saved in the mobile as well, and will also be submitted to the survey and on the server, and the data will be saved to the server. But suppose if you are not in the network connection, the data will be saved in the mobile device, and once you will come to the network connectivity, data will automatically be submitted. Now how you will get the data have been submitted to the server or not, let me show you. Children survey. Here you are getting the household list. In the household list you are getting this, the first one, that one. In this you are getting the blue tick, that is the blue tick, this one. This is showing that the survey has been submitted to the surveyor, has been submitted to the server. If the data from the mobile device has been submitted to the server, then you will get to the two tick with the blue color. But if the survey has not been submitted to the server, in that case you will get a simple tick with the gray color. Okay, this is the indication to know the survey have been submitted to the server or not. Okay, other than this, there is the three status of the survey: the pending status, approval status, approved status, and disapproved status. Pending status means the survey have been submitted to the server and are waiting for the approval and disapproval from the upper level officer. Okay, now, and approved means the survey has been approved and survey has been approved from the upper level officer. Like, let me okay. And if the survey have been disapproved from the upper level officer, then you will get here the disapproved. In case of the approved, you will not be able to add it. Here you can see that this is three dots, but this is disabled. You cannot add it this survey, right? But here, when the survey is in the pending status, you can add it that, right? And if the survey have been disapproved, in that case also you can edit the survey and can submit again. Once suppose you have been submitted a survey, but the upper level officer disapproved that. In that case, the status will be disapproved and you will have to edit that here from the here. And when you will edit, then the survey will be submitted again and the status will be changed to the pending status. Now, if the upper level officer have approved, after that the status will be changed to the approved. But if again disapproved, in that case the status will change to the disapproved. This is the process of flow of the pending, approved, and disapproved. Here, if upper level officer, that means zone level officer or planning officer, have approved or disapproved the survey, in that case the surveyor will get the mass notification here, like this: the household code 001 has approved. Say the data for this survey has been approved and disapproved. The user will get the notification. Okay, so here in the surveyor list, in the surveyor and children list, here you can see the children list. This is also the children, the survey which we have done today, test demo video, and this is the household information of that test demo video. Okay, we have implemented the search functionality also. Using this we can filter out the household which we want to see. Here we have also the filters option. On basis of the status, we can filter out the surveys on basis of that. Okay, so now I think it's clear how the survey is done from the mobile application. Thank you.